Hey you guys, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Tonight I want to do a new moon and Scorpio read for the collective. This can be for twin flame soulmates, committed relationships, singles, whoever. I will be using the twin flame cards. This month, actually, November, is going to be a very powerful time for twin flames as the 11-11-19 will be approaching. That's a call, of course, to come into union, to get back in alignment with the twin flame mission. So I'd like to do a new read for the collective tonight. You know, the new moon in Scorpio is all about intense new beginnings and getting rid of toxicity, getting rid of the old and ushering in the new, revelations, clarity. So if you guys will entertain me for a little bit, let's see what's going on with the collective. All right, I couldn't have said it better myself. Overall arching energy, the yin and the yang coming together in unity. This is communication. This is bringing the divine masculine and feminine together as one divine spirit. That's the energy we have now for the new moon. Anticipation, innocence, unavailable, coming home, almost there. Three's a crowd. The runner, spiritual twin flame, breakthrough, excellent, new beginnings, breakthrough. Bottom of the deck, we have separation. So there has been separation. However, you're being called to come together, okay? Bring the two whole halves of a whole together and be in alignment with one another, both in your frequency, in your mission, in your goals, in spirituality. Very center of the read is almost there. So those of you on a twin flame journey, you are almost done closing out karmic cycles. Okay, you could be seeing series of number 9. Zeros, closing out cycles and beginning new ones. This top line here looks like, you know, somebody right here is dealing with some childhood issues that maybe have caused wounds, that makes them a little bit unavailable, okay, because they are learning how to slough off those paradigms that we learn in childhood, those toxic ways of behaving, facing those fears. There is an anticipation that there will be union in this line here, but somebody's still running from themselves. You're almost there. You're coming together and you have a childlike belief that you will be coming together in spiritual twin flame union. Again, somebody's drawbacks or somebody's hang-ups or whatever you want to call them kind of make it so that they're unavailable. There's a karmic relationship that has to be severed in order for there to be a breakthrough in this relationship. So what I see mostly here, I see throat chakra energy. There's always the purple, the divine is all interwoven through here. Crown chakra. I've got sacral chakra. So somebody needs to speak their truth. They need to consult with the divine, get in alignment with the divine, and release those energies in the sacral and the solar plexus so that you can have your breakthrough and move forward. I'd like to get some clarifiers on it, though, kind of see where we're going. That's what's keeping you in separation. So again, the new moon in Scorpio is to get rid of the old, get rid of the toxicity, so that you can come together in new beginnings, in alignment, in union. the Emperor. So this is divine masculine. Divine masculine knows what he's supposed to do. He needs to put in the work. Okay? He needs to put in the work. Divine masculine needs to put in the work. He needs to stop hiding behind his defense mechanisms and put in, or her, and put in the work. This energy knows that they need to do something in order to move this situation forward. Yin Yang is clarified by yes, feeling like you're in a dark night of the soul because unity is not happening. Union is not happening. Some of you could be going through dark night of the soul in which you are having to get rid of these toxic elements. You're having to get real with yourself and face these fears about why you do the things you do, why you recreate patterns in life. You know, series of 6 could be telling you to get back in alignment. Okay, anticipation is clarified by the anticipation that you will come into union. This will move things forward. You will no longer be separate, but you will be together. Innocence is clarified by holding on to things from the past. 4s everywhere. This is calling for you to come together and have a solid foundation. This is the 11 and the 11. So you're called to come together, do your mental work, do your spiritual work, clear out those chakras, align with divine spirit, do your meditation so that you're able to receive downloads and messages. You're holding on to childhood issues that are preventing you from coming together in union. They're making you unavailable, or making perhaps divine masculine or divine feminine unavailable. Whoever this fits for you. You have to let go of those things in order to move forward into spiritual twin flame union. Like a bird in a cage, you're sequestering yourself off. You're closing yourself off. You're going to have to open up that heart chakra. Yeah, being very cold and aloof and unavailable. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we have here Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, you know, fire signs. But what we have here is King of Swords is being very direct, aloof, and cold. You know, he's unavailable. She's unavailable. You know, they just won't let go of something that they've built up to protect themselves, and they're not allowing themselves to be vulnerable. However, you know, they are coming to you, divine masculine or feminine. They are coming to you for communication. They are coming to you for passion. But they are not making the commitment that's necessary to move forward. Coming home, almost there, and 3's a crowd. So coming home is like you're coming back to yourself. You're almost there, but there's a karmic situation here that needs to be completed. That contract needs to be completed for you to be able to move forward here. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of completions in the month of November. You know, especially the new moon intention is to close out cycles and complete lessons so that you can come together in union. Absolutely. Making a balance forever and ever. The 8, abundance. This is infinity. Continually. This is another twin flame signature here. You will continually know that you have to come back into union with your twin. You know, you pull apart, you do your lessons, you come back together to heal and to further the union so that you can move on to your mission. Having the strength to overcome. And 3, again, mind, body, spirit, the twins and the divine. This is the Trinity, the triangle for twins. This is talking about having the strength, making the decisions, knowing That home is always going to be your divine counterpart. You're looking forward to the time in which you can come together in spiritual twin flame union. Divine counterpart, sacred relationship, sacred counterpart, whatever you want to call it. There's no time like the present to do that. Burdens. There are still burdens, okay? Number 9 is closing cycles out. For the twins, this the number 9 is closing out contracts. You've leveled up and you're almost there. The 10 is this is carrying burdens, but the 10 is almost there on its way to the 11. So you're closing out cycles, you're getting rid of this, you're laying these burdens down so that you can come into union with the 11. Number 6, equal give and take, mirroring behavior. You're going to have to get in alignment, okay, spiritually. You have to be aligned in your frequency together, raising vibration. 3, there's too many people in this scenario. One of them needs to go. Soulmate, 6 again. This is calling for you to come into spiritual alignment. 10 of Cups, happy life, happy wife. You have the rainbow here. For some of you rainbow twins, this is a karmic situation that has to come to a close. There may be children involved. Balance needs to be had. Again, balance, coming into alignment. There's a lot of toxicity in this karmic relationship that has to be closed out. Looks like twins going to be coming. Divine masculine or feminine is going to be coming in with healing, nurturing, fast-moving communications, cutting out the things that are preventing this union from happening. Somebody's still running from the twin flame journey, though. Again, call it what you want. Sacred counterpart, divine partnership, twin flames, however you want to call it, that's fine. Somebody is turning their back on the spiritual twin flame journey, okay? Somebody is still running, but don't forget, when you have a runner, you are running from yourself. Trust me, I spent 8 long years running from the twin flame relationship. And it's not until you stop and you face those issues and you get into spiritual alignment, you raise your vibration, and you do your spiritual work that you can even begin to think about coming into spiritual alignment with your divine counterpart. So somebody's got their back turned on this for right now, but don't forget there's a breakthrough over here. What you have is somebody still running from themselves because up here they're holding on to something and they're not letting go. They're not doing the spiritual work. Again, somebody is listening to their 3D ego, their 3D brain, their monkey brain, the physical aspects of the relationship. That's what has their attention at the moment. They're holding back, but you see these two differences here, looking away from the spiritual twin flame. This one's looking toward it. They're still holding back, but now their attention is turned toward it. New beginnings, Ace of Swords, new beginnings. Spiritual twin flame is clarified by the moon. So there's still a lot of confusion about the twin flame. Some of you who are new on this journey or early on this journey, you may not have confessed to one another that, hey, I think we're twin flames, or I think you're my divine counterpart. I think this relationship is a little deeper, a little more than the regular, 3D relationship. This is a spiritual relationship. Those aren't conversations that happen every day. So it wouldn't surprise me if one of you knows that you're a twin to the other. You haven't spoken the truth yet. So this is talking about having the conversation that you're in a divine relationship. Cancer now. Moving forward. Okay, you're going to be moving forward. And again, we're right back to what? The yin and the yang, the dark and the light. coming together. Once the conversation is had, I think you're able to handle it a little better. You're able to understand all of these things that are going on up here, and perhaps a game plan could be made. There will be conflict and trials regarding it. Somebody has an aha moment, and twins, happiness, healing, the star card, twin flames. Healing and happiness comes from understanding and accepting the journey. Okay, understanding and accepting the twin flame journey, the higher purpose, the divine guidance. So let's see what Breakthrough has to say. High Priestess wants to come out. High Priestess and the Hierophant. High Priestess and the Magician. Divine counterparts, spiritual counterparts here. The High Priestess knows. Okay, she is studying. She is doing her meditation. She is the goddess. The Magician is crafting. He's creating balance between as above, so below. The High Priestess is the female energy, okay, the womb, but she is concentrating on the divine masculine, deep in meditation, concentrating on the divine masculine, knowing, the spiritual knowing. And don't forget these two symbols here, two halves of a whole, the infinity, an offer. So you may find at the end of all this, there is a solid offer made. I think that the both of you are not understanding, though, that there is an element here that to take the opportunity as it comes, okay? Coming together, Two of Cups, coming together in union. So this says to me, bottom of the deck, the Lovers. So can't get any better than that. You know that you're meant to be. You know your divine counterparts. I think you're going to have to close out karmic cycles. You're going to have to close out nasty toxic cycles. That's preventing you from coming into union. And you have to align spiritually. So the Newman and Scorpio collective read is about spiritual alignment, vibrating at the same frequency. You have to become spiritually aligned with one another. So let's get some oracle cards. That's what's keeping you in separation. So I want to get a divine feminine card on it. I don't get to use these very often, but when I have twin flame signatures, I like to use these. Divine masculine is still on the journey. They're still on the hero's journey. The divine feminine is knowing and hoping and healing. The divine masculine is still on the journey, trying to create the balance, trying to balance the 3D and the 5D. So you're both working towards spiritual alignment. It's just that you have to continue getting in line spiritually in order to fulfill your mission, in order to have the unity that you seek and desire. Bottom of the deck, we have the Red Goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. So the divine masculine is on his journey in the dark and the light, trying to balance those two out. You are to be the person who continuously reminds the divine masculine, I'm talking to the divine feminines right now, that this is a journey, this is a lesson, but always, always you are home. The warrior saint, I am a warrior of love. And if you're on a sacred relationship, you sure are. My devotion attracts resources and support. My devotion attracts resources and support. This is talking about a frequency. You attract by the frequency. The goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. You can't fight hate with hate. You gotta fight hate with love. Be the love. Open the heart chakras. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. I am miraculous. My prayers. Where's the high priestess? My prayers bring healing. My prayers bring my sacred counterpart back to me. I send out the healing and the strength. The patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Manifestation. Manifestation. You get what you put out there. Okay? You get what you put out there. I'm going to put a couple of these heart chakra cards here on the spread and see what we get from them. Heart chakra. You have to open up this heart chakra in order to be able to communicate with your twin, to send healing to your twin, to send love to your twin. You know, a lot of us from now until that portal, from now until the end of November, will be having a great deal of telepathic communication. Foundations, heart chakra. Believe and succeed. Again, becoming spiritually aligned. Understanding that divine guidance is at work. Clearing out the solar plexus chakra, coming in alignment, mind, body, spirit. This is everything I just said in the first read. Foundations, mirror work. Balancing the light and the dark. Getting rid of those chains of society. Those, you know, this is how it should be. Get married, have a kid, grow old, die. Well, for the sacred journey, that's not exactly what you get. So it's facing the fact that this is not going to be a traditional relationship. You have to die to yourself. You have to let your ego die and detach from that ego. This is an 11. You have to detach from your twin in order to become whole on your own. It's only at that point that you come back into union. This is talking about a dark night of the soul. Detaching. The center of the read is 11. Giving and receiving, equal give and take. The chakras, opening up the chakras. Again, this is 2 6s. 2 6s and 2 4s. Coming into alignment. The 2 coming together. Foundations. Okay? Closing out cycles. So that you can come into unity. Heal. Come into spiritual alignment. Let go of those toxic elements that hold you back. Like your ego, like codependency, like low self-esteem, like disbelief, mistrust, all of those things. Abandonment issues. You've got to heal those so you can heal this heart chakra. Observe what the universe is telling you. You're being given messages every day, all day long by the divine to help guide you in this journey. You need to observe, especially while you're being spiritually guided and you're going through this dark night as a twin. You have to observe the messages and downloads that Spirit's giving you. Confront. Confronting those childhood issues. Hey, you see this little boy over here? You know, this confusion, you have to confront that in order to be able to let it go and heal it and move forward. Choosing your battles, aligning spiritually, letting go, releasing, and facing your fears. Only then can you heal the heart chakra. Only then will it work. So spiritual alignment is the recipe of the day for twin flame sacred counterparts, divine partnerships. 100%. So let's get some love cards on it and see what they have to say. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the listen with your heart, not your ego, not your physical body. Listen with your spiritual body. Listen with your heart chakra. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart, healing, and forgiveness. Have patience. Love is patient and kind. Love is patient and kind. Spiritual alignment takes time. Sloughing off. Toxicity takes time. Slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to align and to allow things to unfold. So this is saying you're going to have to take some quiet time, meditate, get grounded, whatever, clear out your chakras, come back into center, into alignment. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are already with you, so you will always consider them. So this is talking about claiming your union, claiming the unity, saying, you know, my twin is here with me. Because as we know, separation is an illusion. You always have access to your twin anytime you want to, whether it's through the heart chakra, it's communication telepathically. You have the ability to communicate with your twin anytime you want to. Love endures. This journey endures. 7, divine love. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. True love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Maybe once every lifetime. 11, 12, 13 lifetimes it could have been. But remember, your divine counterpart is always your center. They were always home. And you will always gravitate back to them no matter what lifetime you're in, no matter how many lifetimes there have been. You will gravitate back to that person over and over and over. Now, this is a good opportunity to talk about not getting wrapped up in the physical person, okay? Because that can change, okay? It's the frequency that calls you to the divine journey, not the person. So do not get attached to the physical person, because lifetime after lifetime, that kind of thing changes. It's the energy, the signature that you gravitate back to. It's the frequency that's home. So don't forget that. Turn on your heart light. This is telling you to open up your heart chakra. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So, of course, thinking about the good times, healing, things work out for me. I am love. I am loved. I am whole. I am supported. I support others. That's how you get where you're going to go. It's not holding on to that idea of the 3D relationship. Well, he should be here and blah, blah, blah. That is not going to do anything but deeply ingrain you in your ego. You have to let go of your ego. Come back into spiritual alignment. Spend quality time together. It's important that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with. Listening and talking to each other. Well, if you're in a divine journey, if you're a divine counterpart, you can do this anytime you want. It's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of perspective. Bottom of the deck, we have crown chakra, gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your creator to open arms and open your arms to receive. You're being given divine guidance. You're being given divine gifts. Leadership. It's time for you to assume your leadership power, position, and lovingly guide others, because that is, after all, people, that's what this sacred journey, this twin flame journey is all about. It's about coming here to do works for humanity, raising the vibration of humanity, showing others love, how to detach from their ego, how to get off that karmic wheel that they're stuck on so that they can ascend. Some people learn by example. Some people learn by being told. But that is what your job is here, is to help humanity ascend to a higher being. All is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to with hidden blessings. You will soon understand. So, this is all about spiritual alignment, getting aligned for this portal that's coming on 11/11. Being in alignment on that day, setting your intentions, understanding that your unity is the goal. The mission is the goal. The ascension is the goal. It isn't coming home every day and having coffee together. It can be, and that's wonderful, but that's a 3D construct. Humility, letting go of that ego so that you can exhibit love. It isn't personal. Everybody has their own things they go through. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. But you and your twin, you're on different paths, but your paths are coming together. Compassion, you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Well, you can't do that if you're out of alignment. So you have to come back into spiritual alignment. Freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. So you have to allow your twin to go on their path and go through their journey. The divine masculine is still going on their journey. The feminine is sending out love and healing, understanding that she's complete, understanding that she or he is a whole entity outside of their twin. That's what brings the healing. That's what sheds the light on the divine masculine's journey. The divine masculine is still struggling. There is a dark night of the soul taking place. The divine masculine may be the one going through the dark night of the soul, but guess what, empresses, divine feminines, sacred feminines, you are going to be feeling every single thing that your divine masculine counterpart is going through. You're going to have to come out of your ego, send the love and healing every time you have those transference of feelings. Empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love, because that's what you are, in the service of love. Love for one another, love for divine, love for humanity. But you can't help humanity and you can't help each other until you're on your path. Unity. That's the goal. Unity. Now, for some of us, unity may never happen. But, you know, we all possess a divine feminine masculine within each of us. And this could also be speaking to not only coming together with your twin, but this could be speaking about coming together inside of yourself to bring your own unity, to bring your own wholeness. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Now, if that's not talking about twin flames, I don't know what is. Unity. So, you guys, the lesson for the new moon in Scorpio is to release toxicity, come back into spiritual alignment so that you can become whole. Your divine masculine is on a dark night of the soul. You're going to have to understand that they have to learn that lesson. You send them their healing. You send them their love. Every time you feel it, you send it. But they are on their path. You are on yours. Come back into spiritual alignment with one another and with yourselves to the divine. So that's what I have for you guys for your new moon in Scorpio, twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine read. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and happy new moon in Scorpio.